What is good? What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam. And tonight's game day for the Dallas Wings as they take on the Chicago Sky in Chicago. But and I do want before I want to talk about from my nice game from the Wings playing the Phoenix Mercury. I do just want to talk about something important before I get into everything that else is going on in sports. My thoughts and prayers go out to the families in South Texas from this tragedy flood that happened over the 4th of July weekend. Just pray for the people that lost their loved ones. And I just pray for those who are missing, they be found. And I just pray for God to give them peace. And after that, I almost want to say a quick prayer for South Texas. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to pray for those who lost their homes, and I just pray that that God gives them peace for those who lost their loved ones. I just pray that for those who are struggling right now in South Texas, and I pray for those whose lives were just saved. I just thank God for saving them, and I just my thoughts and prayers just goes out to the family in South Texas. Lord, I just pray for everybody to just stay safe out there, and I just pray that everybody has a good recovery from this tragic storm. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Now that I talked about the flooding that happened in South Texas, and I just want to thank some of these NBA teams that donated money for those who lost their homes and they just recovered from the damage from the storm. Such a crazy world we live in, but like I said, God is with us everywhere we go, and He sees everything what goes on, and I just hate for those those families who lost their loved ones, and I just hopefully the people who are still missing will be found, and I just pray for peace for South Texas, and honestly, like I mean, it happened so fast with the storm, like the weather people said they had no prediction that it was going to flood just like that. So it's not their fault. They didn't know it was going to be like that. But I'm not blaming the weather people. And I did like the people, and the girls that were on the bus. They were like singing to the Lord when they were trying to get passed by the flooded water. And a good thing is they still end up making it out safe. I just thank God for those who her lives were saved, and I just pray for those who lost their loved ones. All right, now that I talked about the tragedy happening in South Texas, now I just want to talk about from the Wings and the Phoenix Mercury game. So JJ Quinterly had her highest career which is 18 points. Isaiah James had 15. Paige Beckers had 11, and Maisha Hines Allen finished with 11. Paige Beckers had an off game Monday night, and they ended up losing by 30, like 102 to 72. But we're not going to play good every game. Plus, playing on the road is tough. We was going to see a different Phoenix Mercury team playing at their home place. They must have learned a lot after all the 4 rookies scored in double figures at home that passed last week on Thursday night. But Sammy Wincom finished with 36 points. She just went ballistic Monday night. And she had, what the craziest thing is, she had 19 points in the first quarter. Like, we couldn't even stop. She was knocking down threes like non-stop. It's like, and the Phoenix Mercury actually is the best 3-point shooting team in the WNBA. And I had no clue about that. Honestly, I think that the Phoenix Mercury are definitely title contenders. I see them as title contenders now. But we'll have to see what happens. But I mean, honestly, the Minnesota Lynx are still the best team in the league right now. They only have like 2 or 3 losses right now. I'm not exactly sure, but I know the Dallas Wings won't see them again until next month or September at Minnesota. Now that do want to talk about the upcoming schedule for these next 2 games. Tonight, the Dallas Wings actually take on the Chicago Sky in Chicago, and then Sunday night they're on the road taking on the Indiana Fever. And good news is that Caitlin Clark is back on from her groin injury, and actually I'm watching the game right now between the Fever and the Golden State Valkyries, and just I'm glad to see Caitlin Clark back on the floor. But do I expect more cheap shots against her? Yes, just because she's getting the most attention and people are just jealous of her just because she's getting the most attention in the WNBA. It's just, that's just shitty stuff right there, man. It's just like, man, I just can't with all the cheap shots that's been going against Caitlin Clark. Right now, the game is tied at 32 with like 4 minutes left in the game in second quarter. And right now, we got a great ball game. It's a good ball game to watch right now between them 2 teams. And the Golden State Valkyries have a very good fan base, even though it's only their first year playing it in WNBA. That's what I do like about the Golden State Valkyries. They just have a very good fan base, and in the WNBA, it's growing now just because of Caitlin Clark. This is how it is. I'm just glad to see the WNBA growing more now, and I appreciate everything Caitlin Clark has done. And so, as a fact, what I think about, I still think it's still 50% of the Wings winning tonight, and Chicago Sky has 6 wins as well. So honestly, they're pretty much like us. They're still trying to figure out the chemistry, but I still think the Chicago Sky is a pretty good team. They really aren't that bad at all. Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese, that's a very dangerous duel in the front court, but Camila Cardoso is actually out to not playing because she's playing overseas right now for Brazil, and she's playing this like tournament. Wish her the best, and definitely love to see her back when she's in the back in the WNBA playing with her team. Yeah, I just love watching Camila Cardoso so much. But once in the future, I just believe the Chicago Sky will be a good team. Once Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso start growing, playing together in the future, I just think Chicago Sky will be a very good team in the future. And I think the Dallas Wings will be good as well. This team has a future as well. Now, injury report for the night. Arike Ogunbowale is out again tonight with a thumb injury. Maddie Secrets is still out with her knee fracture. And Dejanay Carrington is out with a rib injury. And injuries have been continuing to be a problem for another year in a row for the Wings. They just got so many girls getting injured. And they're going to be shorthanded again tonight with just only 8 players. Paige Becker seemed to be shaken up a bit from Monday night, but she's okay. And I was okay with Chris Coquelin sitting her out for the rest of the game just to be cautious with her because we can't afford any more injuries. And you just gotta keep her. Just gotta be safe and sorry. And good news is Paige Beckers is available to play tonight. Hopefully she'll bounce back, have a better game, and hopefully the Wings will win tonight, going against the Chicago Sky. So now that I talked about what's been going on around the WNBA, and actually another thing that's happened is A'ja Wilson went down with an injury, I believe Monday as well, and then she ended up being out for the rest of the game. And looks like A'ja Wilson might be missing some time again. The first injury she had was concussion, but I forgot what the injury was the second time. But hopefully A'ja Wilson will recover really well. And love to see her back on the court as well. And As a fact, when the Indiana Fever actually blew out the Las Vegas Aces at home, it was like 84-59. And what did Asia Wilson do? She put up 29 against them. It's like, yeah, there's no stopping Asia Wilson. Like, there ain't nothing you can do to stop her. She's just so good in the paint. It's just like, she's a 3-time MVP, won 2 WNBA titles with the Las Vegas Aces. That girl is awesome. And actually, she was #1 pick in 2018. It's just like, makes so much sense. I definitely see her staying with the Las Vegas Aces her whole career, and I just don't see her going anywhere else in the future. Unless if they don't get a ring in the next couple of years, and maybe she will to believe it. Who knows what's going to be her future with Las Vegas? They're actually kind of struggling this year. And I still don't understand why would they trade Kelsey Plum. I still don't get it why they got rid of her. I feel like that team was real good with Kelsey Plum on the team. It's just like, man, I thought I was pretty surprised when I found that they traded her to Las Vegas they went to trade Kelsey Plum to Los Angeles Sparks. And the Los Angeles Sparks are actually struggling as well. They got 6 wins as well. But they don't got Cameron Brink right now. I think once Cameron Brink is back, I think they'll probably win a little bit more games. And honestly, the competition is getting really, really fun to watch in the WNBA now. It's getting pretty tough. Only team who I think is not good at all is the Connecticut Sun. They got the worst record in the league right now. They only have like 2 wins so far. Now that I talked about what's been going on around the WNBA, I do want to talk about now what's been going on for the NBA as well. Kelly Olynyk was traded from the Washington Wizards now to the San Antonio Spurs, and they traded for 2 guys from San Antonio. They traded Blake Wesley and I forgot who else they traded for. Then now they're heading to the Wizards. So it looks like the Wizards are going to be having a bunch of veterans on the team. But do I think they're going to be a playoff team? Absolutely not. I don't think there'll be a playoff team going into next year. I can see them maybe at least getting 25 to 30 wins at least going into next year. Hopefully the Wizards will start winning a little more. I just don't see them doing anything for quite a long time. But Trey Johnson's around some good guys going into next year, and he's going to be playing along with C.J. McCollum, Chris Middleton, Alex Sarr. I think that's a little bit of a squad right there in the starting 5. But still don't see them doing anything going into next year. Still don't see them as a playoff or even a play-in team. I just think they'll get at least 25 to 30 wins going into next year, hopefully. Hopefully that will happen. Now we're under a minute left for the game for the Fever. Now the Golden State Valkyries on a 7-0 run, and now they're up 39-32. So it's a good thing to see Caitlin Clark back on the court. So I don't care what if people don't like her. Y'all want to hate on Caitlin, and you're just who you are. So tomorrow night, the NBA Summer League officially starts in Las Vegas, and game tips off for the Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers at 7:00. So I am very, very excited to see Bronny go against Cooper Flag, and ticket prices are very, very, very expensive. The cheapest price is like about $86 just to get into the arena in Vegas at the Thomas Mack Center, where the University of UNLV is at. I'm not paying $86 just to go to a Summer League game. But it makes sense though, because everybody wants to see Cooper Flag, #1 pick, going to a pretty good team, and then you got LeBron's son, of course. Everybody want to see Bronny James play. And last night, Bronny had a pretty rough game. He only finished with 2 points, but only played like 15 minutes. They probably limited his playing time so they can save him for tomorrow night when he go against Cooper Flag. But All I can say is good luck to Bronny guarding Cooper Flag. I just now he said he called him out today. He's gonna guard him. It's just wow. I just don't see Bronny shutting down Cooper Flag. I don't see it happening. But it's gonna be fun to watch. Going in tomorrow night for the summer league. It's gonna be a packed house going in tomorrow night. It's just, man, I'm excited to see what Cooper Flag's gonna do for the Mavericks, and I believe he has a very bright future going into Dallas. He honestly has a better future in Dallas than Luka Doncic does. I mean, Luke, for the past 7 years, Luka didn't want to take care of himself. He didn't want to take care of his conditioning, just eating bad, drinking, and smoking. I can't see Cooper Flag even doing any of that. I believe if he can take care of himself, if we start having good seasons with him in Dallas, I do agree with Nico and that people are going to want to come to Dallas and play with him. I believe it. People came to play with Dirk. People came to play with Luka in Dallas. I'm guaranteed there's going to be people who want to play with Cooper Flag in Dallas in the next 3 or 4 years from now. And he did sign a rookie contract with the Mavs. So, and there has been rumors talking about Chris Paul and Bradley Beal could possibly be going to the Los Angeles Clippers. And even though this is about to be Chris Paul's final season, and after that he's officially retiring. And Devin Booker signed a 2-year deal with the Phoenix Suns, so it looks like he's not going anywhere for quite a while. I thought he would leave, but it turns out now he wants to stay. Paolo Banchero signed a 5-year deal with the Orlando Magic, and I don't see Paolo Banchero staying in Orlando after 5 years. If he doesn't win anything in the next 5 years, he'll probably end up getting traded. Like superstars like Shaq, Dwight Howard started off their career in Orlando, but they didn't stay there their whole career, and they ended up going somewhere else. I don't see Paolo Banchero getting in the ring with the Orlando Magic. They're a decent team, but I just don't see them getting in the ring. But Orlando Magic has a pretty good squad, and now they added Desmond Bane to the roster after they traded away Cole Anthony, and I think the Orlando Magic is going to be a pretty decent team going into next year. And I still think they'll be like a first-round exit going into next year's NBA season. And Chet Holmgren also signed a 5-year deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he definitely has a bright future with the Thunder. And I believe that he could get another ring with the Thunder. He could maybe get 2 or 3. And I think this Oklahoma City Thunder is the next dynasty team. I believe they will be. And Jalen Williams actually just had a surgery on his wrist. He recovered real well. So he basically played with an injured wrist the whole entire playoffs. And cool thing is he was able to win the championship with an injured wrist. So Anthony Davis ended up having surgery just a couple days ago, but he's supposed to make a full recovery and be ready for training camp. And Anthony Davis did struggle with some injuries, and I just hope Anthony Davis just stays healthy going into next year. If the Mavericks are a healthy team with Anthony Davis, he doesn't get hurt so much, I believe the Mavericks could at least get to the conference finals if they're a healthy team. But we're not going to know when Kyrie is going to be back. He just wants, like I said, I respect his decision. He wants to make sure he's recovered 1,000% before he comes back on the court. And I believe he'll be a pretty good player, but he's not going to be the same player anymore. He probably won't be averaging like 27 points. I think he can at least get 20 points a game once he's back. I believe he can do something like that, but he just won't be as quick as fast once he's back from his ACL injury. I just hate that he had to go down like that with an ACL injury, especially when I was there at the game. but he was able to make his both free throws after he got finished done playing after he got hurt. It's just hate to see injuries are just it's unfortunate, man, but it's part of the game. Especially you've seen like a couple guys like tear their Achilles in the this year, going to this regular season as well. But I will see you on the next podcast. Hopefully, the Wings will win tonight. And another thing, in just South Texas, we're in y'all's prayers, and God bless y'all, and God will always have your back.